Now, this next one, can it sound like you made it up? Good. How did that feel when you played those three instances? What was different? Okay.
Was a little more upfront.
Okay. 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 You know, I felt like each time that you played it, you played more confidently. So, what I would do is, because you strike me as someone who's very shy, and that's great, and that's okay. But when you come up on stage, let your personality come out. So, between now and April when you play, a couple things I would do. One is practice in front of a mirror. Do you practice in front of the mirror? I would practice in front of the mirror a lot, so that you can actually see what you're doing, because you're very talented. But I feel like there's so much inside of you that wants to come out, but you're a little bit too afraid to let us see who you are. And we want to see that, and we want to hear that. So, practice in front of the mirror. Also, if you have a video camera, or you can even have one of your friends record you on their cell phone, and like videotape just a small portion, something that you really love and enjoy playing in the Mendelssohn, as well as something that might not be as comfortable, so that you can kind of get two different angles, you know. And I would videotape yourself so that you can see yourself, you know, so that you can become and feel more comfortable and more confident as you play. Okay? Thank you very much. What we'll do at the very end is, I see some people taking notes, is I'd like to do something a little different. And the end of, for those at least who are still around, we'll kind of have like a little round table discussion and talk about each performance and give some constructive feedback for everybody, which I think will be very useful. All right, who's next? Thanks so much for playing.
My pleasure.
Likewise.
Do you have enough room there, girls? Or do you need to stand some forward?
great job. I think you guys are definitely on the right track. Just one thing, I think, first with the ensemble, I feel like you're so far from the piano. I would love for you two to be closer to the piano so that it feels like an ensemble, because the piano is actually really important to the music. And I feel like you guys can play off of the piano more, you know, even though he has boom, chuck, chuck, boom, chuck, chuck. I mean, that is actually a really, I think, important element to the silliness of this piece, you know, and the wit and the humor, you know. And I think you guys are doing a really great job, but I would love for this to be just more of an ensemble. So can we start from the very beginning again? dynamic at the very beginning. There isn't one. So, are you gonna start piano and then go to forte, or are you starting forte and going to fortissimo? What are we doing? Because he has ba-bum. So you could start or you could start ba-ya-da-da, you know? But whatever you do, it needs to be more more convincing, because I don't know what you're doing dynamically. Let's try both ways. So let's try first. He's going to do fortissimo, and then let's both start big, and let's go to that fermata, that first fermata, and have that fermata as the biggest or the loudest of that phrase. Now, let's try it again. He's going to start ba-bum, and now we're going to start soft, and then each one is going to be a little bit more than the last. More. Good. Now, which one do you like? Because they're both very different. Okay, well that's, I think, something that you guys just need to figure out. Are we going to start soft and then get louder? Are we going to be loud and get louder? Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, I feel like at the very beginning, whatever you do, I don't feel like it needs to be so harsh. I feel like you guys are really digging into the string, and I feel like it could be a lot more kind of subtle. You're already telling me what the piece is about in the first 5 notes. So, not so into the string. Try again. Yeah, so no accent there. Instead of, you understand? It's just a little bit too much on that 16. Beautiful. Next. Yeah, so when you go to the, sorry, you know, I don't feel like it needs to be so harsh there. You have no competition. The piano is not playing. So you don't have to just give me your all. You have a long way to go. Okay? So just relax. And it's lento and it's in a recitative. So that means that you can take your time. You don't have to be so metronomic, especially with the rest. Try it again. Take your time. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Stop. Now. Yes. Yeah. You know, play with it a little bit. It doesn't have to be so in tempo. Okay? It's supposed to be funny, and it's supposed to, you know, have this humor, this witty humor. So I feel like you both can stretch a little bit more. Okay? All right, now, let's go on to the Allegro. Yes, can you even stroke? I feel like it's a little bit too, you know, and I feel like it could just be more silly. You know, and I would even play with it. It doesn't have to be at the frog. I would do it like right at the balance point or even in the middle. You know? Yeah, just make sure you start from the string. From the string. Can you also, I'm sorry, I'm being super picky now. Can you not bounce so high? Keep the bow close to the string. And if you want, I would use like 3 strands of hair. And then the dissonances should really come out. You know, the inner voices really need to come out. That's it. Now crescendo. Yeah, so, yes. So, start softer, and then when the dissonances start, then then you actually, Alyssa, you make the crescendo, Alyssa, right? Yes, you make the crescendo, you lead it. And then when you, on that forte, instead of coming this way, come out. So that it's a nice round gesture. Allegro again. From the string. Now crescendo. All right. So what's the character when you guys start? What's that character? Kind of festive?
Yeah.